Hello there, and good evening, everybody, with YouTube. I'm William Brantley, reporting live from Bemis, Tennessee, today's climate summary. Alright, speaking of that, I'll go ahead and jump on into it. Let you know that the skies are still cloudy here in the Bemis, Jackson, Tennessee area, and even all the way up to right now, which is 7:24. It was cloudy at 5 p.m. At that time, the temperature was 36 degrees, and as of 7:25, it's 35 degrees. It dropped 1 degree since 5 o'clock. The wind chill out there, we don't have a wind chill. The wind is too light to have a wind chill, but the coldest wind chill today was 28 degrees, and that occurred throughout the day at 12 and 1, then 6 through 8, and then 11 a.m., and then again at 12 noon. Speaking of that, today's low temperature was 34 degrees. It did stay above freezing. It did get up to 37 degrees. My goodness, it stayed below 40 degrees today. It will be above 40 tomorrow, hopefully. No rain, of course, has fell today since midnight. It was another cloudy, gloomy, cool, kind of cold day today. Nothing in comparison to what this weekend has to offer, though. More on that as we go along. Today's highest wind gust was 16 miles per hour. Out of the north at 12:18 a.m. Today's records for January the 14th would be 71 degrees, would be the hottest high back in 1960, 1971, and 1996. The coldest high would be 21 degrees, and that happened in 1979. While the warmest low would be 60 in 2007, and the coldest low would be 7. And that occurred in 1982. There's one thing I did forget to look up, just for fun. I'll do it tomorrow. Rainfall record for today, 3.20 inches, and that happened in 1989. Well, that's quite a bit of rain, by the way, back in 1989. 3¼ inches almost. 3.20 in 1989. Snowfall record would be 2 inches in 1968. I'll tell you what, I can find that out right quick like. If you give me a second. I should have wrote this down already. What it is, I'm looking up last year's high and low. The same date, 2018 had for January the 14th had no rain or snow, and the 14th of January, I'm messing my papers up, that figures. Low of 12 degrees and a high of 33 1 year ago today, January 14th of last year. Low of 12 and a high of 33. So that's pretty cold last year, and we didn't have no precipitation either. Not on today's date anyways. Alright, I went through the trouble to find it, and there it is. I'll try to remember tomorrow to write that down so I won't have to do this again. Appreciate your patience with me while I go through all this, and I'll straighten the papers out when I get through the video. Alrighty, through that, I guess I'm ready for the graphs now. Let me start with the radar, as I always do. Let me switch it over to this one. There's nothing on the radar, actually. Not here in West Tennessee, at least. It's empty, as I like calling it sometimes. No precipitation, of course. None here in West Tennessee. Nothing in Middle Tennessee, and a little bit of light rain, possibly mixing with snow, over in East Tennessee, east of Knoxville, right along the North Carolina state line. As well, that's taking place. It's real light at that, but that's the only thing left from that big system that moved through a few days ago that gave everybody to our north a pretty good heavy snow, especially up in Missouri and Illinois and Kentucky and then Indiana and points east there. I believe all the snow is gone from the eastern coast. Just North Carolina is getting it tonight, just a small area over there in the eastern Appalachian Mountains there. Now let me branch on out a little bit further to verify all that. Nothing going on in the northeast anymore. Not yet, at least not for the last few hours. And nothing really west going on to the rest of us. You have to go way out west to get any rain today. Way out to California and Arizona. That's where it's raining right now and possibly snowing in the mountains of California and on the eastern edge there. Other than that, it's still good and clear. Almost nationwide. How about that? Nice little change from the last few days. Alrighty, let me see. Satellite pictures next. The clouds has refused to move out. They won't be clearing by sunset tonight or shortly thereafter. Even though it's trying to over in Arkansas a little bit. There's a little bit of a break over there. To be the only breaks may be coming from later on tonight or tomorrow. The really breaks is not expected until really tomorrow morning now for the skies to kind of clear. It's doing it some up there in Kentucky and Indiana, but not down here in West Tennessee. It looks like a tiny break down in northern Georgia, but that doesn't apply to us, though. Alright, let me look at the national view real quick. And put it in motion real fast once it pops up. Okay, now that I'm looking for this another place, and never mind the details. That's the whole nation. That's about as much of it as I'm going to get in here. Florida's still in clear shape. They always generally are, not always, but you know what I mean. There's the clear skies up in parts of Kentucky and Indiana. Small ones over here in Arkansas. The actual line is right along the Arkansas-Oklahoma border. These clouds here that are moving toward us are going to end up pushing these out of the way toward tomorrow morning. It looks like around 8 or 9 o'clock tomorrow morning when the skies will finally clear out here in West Tennessee. It clear up in the northeast. They've been having lake effect snow for the past several days. Clear up there in parts of the Great Lakes at least. And here's the rest of the country where it's clear and where it's cloudy and all that good information. Alright, let's move on to the forecast maps. Here's tonight's forecast map according to the Weather Service, National Weather Service, as of 2:50 p.m. High pressure over Arkansas. You would think by now it would be clear skies with that high right on top of us. Sometimes them lows are kind of hard. I bet the low clouds are hard to get rid of sometimes. And the wintertime seems to be the best season for that. Chance for snow still over in East Tennessee where we saw some of that on the radar a moment ago. Portions of western North Carolina on up into West Virginia some. There you see the rest of the country is not bad shape. Precipitation, of course, moving into the southwestern portions of the country. And a little bit of snow up around the Great Lakes as usual. Up in southern Canada, of course. And that area. Otherwise, the map don't look all that bad for tomorrow morning. Let's look at Wednesday morning for about bright and early around 03:50 a.m. This Weather Service has rain over our area. I think it's actually going to wait till Wednesday night to come here. I'll check that in a moment to be sure. But that's the aerial coverage they have circled there. And snow to our north from about St. Louis northward. Actually, St. Louis a little bit further north than that line. I think it's more where that freezing rain possibility exists from out St. Louis northward. Another round for them toward Wednesday morning. Hopefully it won't be a major ice storm up there though. Alright, other than that, you can see the snow out west in parts of the various mountains regions of the west, especially in California. There's even some flooding possible in the northern half of western California there. And you see in the red and snow in the mountains. Well, they're getting a good mixture out there, aren't they? Over the next couple of days. And snow in the mountains of Colorado, of course. And some more freezing rain way up there in Oregon and Washington State. But back home, it's probably just plain rain here in West Tennessee and snow to our north. At least the rain and snow mix anyways. Alright, that's again for Wednesday morning. Now let's look at the Pacific forecast for the Jackson and West Tennessee area. I think I can show you this one. The moon will be setting tomorrow morning at 12:07 a.m. If we could see it, the first quarter moon phase is complete tonight. Tomorrow, Tuesday, mostly cloudy till around 8 a.m. That's when it's expected to clear now, rather than tonight. We might get a few minor breaks between now and then, but it really won't clear till around 8 a.m. or after sunrise anyways, tomorrow morning. Then be fair for the rest of the day. I don't think you can see it that good, so I'm going to read it real quick. Let me turn the camera back around so I can focus it better. Low tomorrow morning around 26 degrees. High tomorrow about 48 degrees. And we have west winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour tomorrow. Sun rises at 7:04, sets at 5:05 p.m. Moon rises tomorrow afternoon at 12:32 p.m. and sets at 1:06 a.m. Wednesday morning. And speaking of Wednesday, remember the Weather Service said rain on our area, if I can get it out. I think that's going to wait till actually after midnight Wednesday night for that to start, and then on into Thursday, I believe. Well, right now, Wednesday's forecast for Jackson is fair skies till noon, then becoming mostly cloudy, with a good chance for rain approaching around midnight Wednesday night and thereafter. Low near 30 Wednesday morning, high of 56 with south winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And on Thursday, mostly cloudy with a 90% chance of rain till Thursday night, then fair with a low near 44 and a high of 56. Hey, this is going to be nice Thursday, finally approaching 60. My goodness. Even with cloudy conditions, that still won't be too bad. With south winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And by Friday, it looks like mostly cloudy till noon, then fair till Friday night, then back to mostly cloudy with a 90% chance of rain by Friday night. Low of 43, high of 56 with east winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And on Saturday, it looks like it's going to be mostly cloudy with an 80% chance of rain, down to 60% by Saturday night, with low of 51, high of 60, with west winds at 15 to 25 miles per hour. And there are some hints, even though this long stretch out, a possibility of some winter mix sometime late Saturday night into early Sunday morning around here. But I don't want to emphasize it too much because there's so many days out it could easily change. But we'll see. Keep updated. Keep you updated. By Sunday, mostly cloudy skies till noon. Maybe a small chance of rain mixed with winter precipitation early Sunday morning. May be ending probably before sunrise. Maybe mostly cloudy till noon, then fair skies. Low of 22. Ooh, it's going to be cold Sunday morning. Low of 22 and a high of only 25. Yeah, that's right, a high of only 25. We thought yesterday, Sunday, was cold. It was going to be even colder this Sunday. Low of 22, high of 25. With north winds at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Probably means we're going to have a wind chill in the teens on Sunday, so it's going to be pretty doggone cool. That's still enough days out, even that might be updated a little warmer, maybe. At least I hope so, anyways. And then by next Monday, January 21st, Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday, mostly clear. Low of 14, and a high of 32 with southwest winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. I'll go ahead and give you Tuesday, mostly clear, cloudy weather. Next Tuesday, January 22nd, mostly cloudy, low of 26, high of 43. And next Wednesday, January 23rd, mostly cloudy with a 40% chance of rain, low of 33, high of 40 with north winds at 10 to 20. Alrighty, I think that's the next 9 days for you. Once again, mostly cloudy for the rest of tonight. Minor breaks in the overcast may occur, but the big ones won't come until after daybreak tomorrow, and hopefully before lunch, roughly 8, 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. It'll be fair for the rest of the day. Low of 26, high of 48 tomorrow, again, with west winds at 10 to 20. And again, the sun rises at 7:04, sets at 5:05 p.m. Alrighty, I do believe that's it for tonight. Thank you for watching and viewing and subscribing. I think I picked up one more subscriber since yesterday, and I appreciate that and all. And I'll do my best to follow you back. Alrighty, well that's it for tonight. God bless you, and I hope you have a great Monday night and a fantastic Tuesday coming up tomorrow. Alrighty, well, good night and God bless.